Hey, thanks for coming today to our bar class. Our theme today is all about the sides. We're going to be working the size of those legs, the size of those abs, your obliques, and working laterally with the arms and shoulders. So let's start with a warm up. We're going to start with a little bit of a balance. The challenge to start our warm up. So we're going to do a one-legged alternating deadlift, plant one foot, hinge at the hip, lift that other leg off the ground, reach toward the floor. Switch sides, reach toward the floor. Working to try to keep those hips parallel to the floor. Really stabilize with that foot. Take it nice and slow on your way down to work on that balance. Just feeling like what it feels like to work from one side to the other. 4, other side. 3, other side. 2, other side. Last set. Other side. Nice job. Let's get some hip mobility doing. Let's do a hip circle march. So circling all the way through, bring that knee up and then all the way open around into your turnout. Starting to feel what it feels like to open that leg in the hip socket. If you'd like, you can extend the leg into a fan kick, still getting that full range of motion all the way through for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come down into a chair squat and do some hip sways. Walk those feet together, knees together, thighs together. Step down into that chair, pushing the booty back, knees staying behind those toes, and we're just going to sway back and forth. Sway those hips. Feel the work coming from your core. Tighten, 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 tighten. That shortens those muscles, leaves room to lift those hips up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Coming to our overhead reach rope climb. We're coming to our arm series. Pick up those weights. We're going to start with our arms nice and open, elbows open and even with the shoulders, not letting them creep forward toward the front of the body. Reach up, reach up. So lifting that rib cage up one side to the other. Not bending, but reaching. Reach, extend. Feel those abs engage as you push up with a little bit of a diagonal. Up, up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms together. Up, up. Or palms facing in, I should say. I guess not together. Palms facing in, reaching up, up, up. Your hips are staying in the same place. You're just moving that rib cage up and down. So we're not swaying the hips out. We're reaching that rib cage up, 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 up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping those arms up, side, 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 side. Again, rib cage isolation, not moving those hips. The side to side motion of the body helps you to kind of get into that ribcage isolation. Those arms are telling you what to do, which side goes up. Keep it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Shake it out. We're going to come into an alternating bicep press out. Come into your first position for this. Right toes on the floor. Open that knee. Left toes. Open the left knee. Really thinking about the opening coming from those inner thighs, coming from the inside of that knee rather than coming all the way down at the feet. It's really coming up in the thighs. Arms out to the side, a little bit extended. Reach, 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 reach. Let's add that rib cage isolation. Reach, 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 reach. Your feet are planted. Your hips are locked. You're not bringing that elbow all the way back down to the rib cage. You're reaching and reaching. Feeling those abs engage. Reach, 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 reach. Nice. Those biceps should be kicking in about now. Keeping those arms slightly extended. That keeps the work going in the bicep. Reach, 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 reach for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leave those elbows there. Up, down, up, down. Make sure those shoulders are away from the ears. They might want to creep up while we're feeling a little fatigued here. Push them back down, keeping those elbows out and open. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let those arms down. Going to some tricep work. Let's start with a standing tricep press, and then we're going to come into a bent over tricep pulse. So feet under hips, lifting all the way up, super tall. Lift the rib cage up off the waist. Lift those arms up, keeping the elbows close to the head, so not flaring them out, close to the head. Drop those weights as though you're trying to touch your shoulders. That cue should help keep your hands more on the outside, your elbows more on the inside. So think about bringing them down toward your shoulders. Upper arms up, elbows facing straight forward. Feeling that work, core engaged, not letting that spine flex, protecting it with those abs. Down, up, down, up. Nice. Let's alternate. Up, 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 up. Holding those elbows nice and in. Up, 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 up. Nice job. Stay strong for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming into our tricep pulses, our skier position, feet hip distance apart, soft knee, hinge at the hip, nice straight spine, no booty out, no booty in, just a nice straight spine. Roll the shoulders back and use that roll to lift the arms up above the glutes and start those pulses. Head in line with the spine, not dropping that chin, not craning the neck, just a nice straight line from the top of the head down to the tailbone. Core engaged. Up, 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 nice. Holding on to that core for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Elbows up, slight bend, push the elbows up to the sky. Slightly bending that elbow and pushing it up, 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 up. Nice. You should be starting to feel this. Don't let that head drop. For 8, 7, 6, 5. We're going to finish with a hold. 3, 2, 1. Lift those arms as high as you can just to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it down. Stand it up. Coming to a side raise. Feet parallel, hip distance, lift up tall. Shoulder blades down the back. Keeping the chest open. Raise those arms to the side. Really think about pressing the shoulder blades down with each raise. You want to initiate the movement back there with that shoulder blade. Push the shoulder blade down, and that will lift the arm to the side. That keeps the shoulders way away from the ears. Really helps with the form so that the work is happening in your back and shoulders and not in your chest, as we're about to come to the chest. One arm reach and down, other arm reach and down, lift, reach and down, lift, reach and down. Again, this reach is just a rib cage isolation. Hips stay locked in place. Movement is coming from the waist. Nice parallel arm here. Both arms out, drop one, reach, drop, reach. So you're reaching to the opposite side of the arm that you're dropping. This should be a lot harder. Still feel those shoulder blades locked into place. Down your back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Coming into some upright standing chest row. Shoulder blades down the back, chest open, lift those arms, row and press, row and press. Trying to keep the elbows parallel, keeping all this work happening in the back, in the chest, a little bit in the shoulders. Squeeze, press, squeeze and press. Nice job. Squeeze and press, squeeze and press, holding on to the core. So we're not swaying front to back. If we let go of the core, it's easy to kind of like, that's not what we're doing. Holding on to the core for 4, 3, 2, 1. Set them down. Let's finish with some pure back work, coming into our flies. Skier position again, hip distance, lift up, soft knee, hinge at the hip, shoulder blades down the back, shoulders way away from the ears, open chest, lift into your fly. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, working the back, lift and lift. Nice job. Head in line with the spine, not dropping the chin. 8, 7, 6, working that lateral motion. 5, 4, 3, 2, come up and pulse, and 1, pulse, pulse, shoulder blades squeeze together for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Put those weights to the side. We do have an optional movement with the weights, or a couple of them in our core series, so you can keep them handy if you would like. But for now, grab your chair or go to your wall or banister, whatever you're using for a support. Actually, we're starting in center floor, so don't quite need that yet. I do recommend a glider or a paper plate or a sock on a hard floor, anything that will help you glide. We're gonna come into a parallel squat here and glide that foot front, side, back, side. So glider under the right foot, come down into this parallel squat. This is similar to the chair squat that we were in our warm up, but feet are about hip distance to start. Staying down here, trying to lift that head and shoulders up as much as possible. It's easy to kind of bend all the way over, but if you're working to lift, you're working your core. Front, side, back, and side. Stay down here. Front, side, back, side. Feel the stabilizing work on either side of your knee here. Feel how that changes as the position of your moving leg changes. Keep that knee strong, not letting it collapse to the center. Side, front, side, back, side. Nice job. Front, side, back, side. Lifting up that head and shoulders. Front, side, back, side. One more set. Front, side, back, side. Stand it up, shake it out. We're going to do a little variation on that now. We're going to come into the squat, glide, rise up, glide, rise up, glide, rise up. So feel a nice range of motion here. Since we're moving a little slower, we can get that gliding foot a little further away from us. Feel the core engagement as we work on what is essentially a single leg squat. Side, back, and side. 2 more. Front, side, back, and side. Last set. You should really be feeling it on that glute. Front, side, back, side. Stay out here. If you can, tap the floor or your glider for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Glide it in. Nice. Shake it out. We got a whole other side to do. We're going to start down in that parallel squat. Front side, back side, staying in the squat. Lift yourself up. Push yourself back. Head and shoulders lifted. Front, side, back, and side. Staying here. Nice job. Feeling those stabilizer muscles working on the knee. Not letting that knee collapse to the inside. Back and side. 2 more. Front, side, back, side. Lift that head and chest. Front, side, back, side. Rise it up. Take a moment, wiggle it out, get that tension, and coming into a dynamic squat, draw it in, squat, draw it in, squat, and in, squat, and in. Nice and slow, working that big range of motion. We started with that intense, staying down there under tension, warm up. So that glute should be firing already, working hard. All right, 2 more sets. Front, side, back, and side. Last set for front, side, back, side. Draw it in. Nice job. Now we are coming to our bar. Keep that glider. We are going to have the glider under one foot. And we are going to do a leg raise. I think it's better to be out to the side. So one hand on the bar, leg raise, turn to face the bar. Side lift, turn to face the bar. Let me move this so you can see my whole leg. Side lift, turn to face the bar, side lift. So when we're in our side lift, we're in our turnout, top of the foot to the ceiling, and then we come to face the bar into our arabesque. That glider under the foot, trying to stay at the same height with that leg. The particular height doesn't matter. What matters is working to stay at the same height as you move through. Your core is working, your whole body is working. Nice. For 4, to the side, 3, to the side, 2, to the side, 1, to the side, side lift. Lift that leg, tall with the standing leg, not jutting that hip out to the side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Whew. That was a lot. Let's do the other side. Switching the glider to the other foot. I will switch my chair. Turn my back to you. Lift that leg up to the side. You're in turnout. Leg is turned in the hip, top of the foot to the ceiling. Rotate. Leg to the back. Open. Rotate. Open. Rotate. Nice. Moving through that standing foot. Using your glider or your paper plate. Open. Chair. Side and back. Your glutes have already worked. You should be feeling this. It's hard work to keep that leg up. It's hard work to rotate it through the hip joint. It's just hard work in general. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay open to the side, tall, tall on this standing leg. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Wiggle the hips. Nice job. You can set that glider to the side. We are going to face the bar now. and do a first position plie series with one heel lifted. So starting in your first position, really open up through the knees, lift, 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 tall engaged core, pop that right heel off the floor, plie, plie. So just like we were basically doing a one-legged squat, we're basically doing a one-legged plie here. Nice head and shoulders straight up to the sky, not bowing over that bar. Knee, you can look down, make sure that your knee, that you can see your big toe on the inside of your knee, and that that knee is not creeping toward the center of your body. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse, 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 pulse. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're staying down here in your plie. Make sure that this, the ball of that foot is really planted. We're going to lift that heel so that both heels are lifted. Just lifting that left heel up and down. Strong core, strong supported upper body, head and shoulders straight up to the sky. You want to make sure that's happening. You can reach your arms up in fifth for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels up off the floor. Walk those legs together. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Work on that turnout. Really open those knees. Balance for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down to plie, other side, lift left heel. Plie, plie. Look down at that knee. Make sure you can see the big toe inside. If you can't, just close that leg up a little more. Turnout is very personal. Depends on your body's architecture. Plie, plie, nice. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Tall spine, engaged core. 2, 1, and we pulse, pulse, pulse. Feel this working in the quad and the inner thigh. Pulse, pulse, pulse. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant those toes. Heel, 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 heel. Lift that heel, heel, heel. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel up, straighten those legs, walk the heels together, squeeze the knees and thighs together. Feel that strong turnout. Engage the core, arms up to balance. If you can also do one arm on the bar for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down, beautiful. All right, time is flying today. So let's start with, let's end our work at the bar with some lateral side leg raises. Facing the bar, feet parallel, bend that right knee. The knee is going to stay even with the left knee. So we're not bringing it to the front of the body, doing a standing fire hydrant raise. So everything else in the body staying the same. That hip is staying down. We're not hiking up the hip. We're working the side of the glute here. Lift, lift, lift. Nice. Keeping those hips parallel, keeping that knee in line with the other knee. It really wants to be in front. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up here. Pulse, 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 pulse. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Bend that knee, legs parallel, flex the foot, lift and lift. Again, hips staying level. It's a lot easier if we were just to kind of tilt our body, but that's not what we're doing right now. We did hinge when we did our warm up, single leg deadlifts. There's definitely a place for hinging, but not right now. Lift, lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg lifted. Pulse, 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 pulse. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Woo. Circle those hips. Circle the other direction. Get all the tension out. Put your chair to the side and grab your mat. We're coming down to the floor for our core series. We are going to start with a modified boat. If you have a little ball or a rolled up towel or a throw pillow handy, you can put that between your knees. We're going to have feet on the floor, starting with hands on the floor. They are going to be fingertips pointing toward your toes. Use your hands as a lever. Try not to put all your weight on it, but use them as a lever to keep that spine straight. We're going to kick, kick, kick. If you have a squishy object, you're squeezing it, putting a little tension on it, feeling that tailbone press into the mat to lift the rest of the spine up straight. Now you can stay here or you can reach, twisting over that leg, reach, still keeping a nice tall spine. Straight line from the tailbone to the top of the head, not letting that spine collapse. Chest stays open. 4, 3, 2, 1. All one side. Pulse, 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 pulse. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Pulse, 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 pulsing the leg, reaching the arm. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that ball aside. Feet together, open the knees in a butterfly stretch. You can rock side to side. We are going to come into a full sit-up. You can grab your weights if you'd like, that's an option. You're gonna have those legs extended. Feet about hip width apart or whatever's comfortable for you. Arms overhead, they're gonna stay up, up, up the whole time. So inhale, as you exhale, press the belly button down, use it to lift your body straight up, arms stay straight, tuck that tailbone, roll back down. Inhale, lift the chest, exhale, press and lift. So really work that breath While we're doing this, pressing the belly button down helps initiate the movement without using momentum. That engages your core, brings the work to your abs rather than in your hip flexors or your legs. I think it's really easy to transfer this work right here to your hip flexor. But if you concentrate on pressing that belly button down, almost lifting the tailbone up, that's going to get the work to where we want it to be. You can stay with this, or you can come up, open, lift, roll down. And now we'll come up to the other side, lift, open those arms, twist, roll down. So a twist and open at the top, twist, roll down. Twist, roll down. Nice job. Nice and slow. Great use of muscle, not momentum. Especially on that way down, the negatives are a great way to build muscle. So really take your time going down. Feel the full articulation of your spine as your ab muscles control your speed. Roll down. 2 more. Twist. Roll down. Last one, all the way up. Twist. Roll down. Staying down here, we're just gonna pulse, pulse, pulse. So still initiate that movement by an exhale and a press of that lower belly, a press of the belly button to the spine. Press, press, press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Keep your weights handy. They are optional for the next move as well. We are going to come onto elbows and knees. So we're not in a plank, we're still in a tabletop, but we're going to be down on our elbows. You can grab a weight and put it behind your knee if you would like. We're going to start by flexing the foot and just pushing the heel straight up to the ceiling. Core engaged, we're not swaying that back with every movement. Up, 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 just a little movement here, keeping that knee nice and high. Up, up, up. It takes a minute to start to feel it, but when you do, you will feel it. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that leg down, switch the weight to the other side if you're using the weight. Same thing, flex the foot, push the heel up, up to the sky. Not letting the knee drop down too far. Protecting that spine from below by engaging those lower abs. Not collapsing into your shoulders either. Strong lift through the shoulders. Up, 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 up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Okay, weight to the side. We are going to do a side-to-side scorpion here. So let's start with our standard scorpion, and you can keep this throughout I'm gonna bring my hands to Sphinx so that my palms are on the mat. So just opening that hip, reach the leg across. Shoulders stay square, hip opens. Reach that heel across, big twist in the torso. So you can stay here. The other option is to keep the toes tucked. When you cross, lift up into a yoga dolphin. It's like a down dog, but with your elbows down on the mat. And this should really be a challenge for your core to lift up and twist, and then slowly, gently set yourself down and twist, lift, set down, twist, set down, twist, set down. Nice job. Head is neutral. Don't drop your head down toward the floor. Give yourself a little bit of a head rush when this is all over. So keep your head in line with the spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Push back to a child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Fingers spread, pushing back by pressing the palms into the mat. Nice. Let's finish our core series with a very quick clamshell, and then we'll come into our stretch. So for this one, let's have those knees parallel. Often we'll have the heels in line with the glutes for clamshell. Here, let's have the knees in line with the hips. Feet are way behind you. Hips are stacked up here, not letting them open to the back. Open those knees. This might feel a little bit different and hard because we don't normally work this tiny little muscle right here that's doing the work. Let's give it some love. Give it some strength. Nice. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, then we'll stretch. Set yourself up, knees parallel, feet behind, hand on hip, using it to help kind of push that hip forward so that it doesn't creep to the back. Feel this right below the glutes, in your hamstrings. Lift, lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay on your back, feet on the mat, rock your knees side to side. Loosen up that lower back. Coming to a supine figure 4. Tuck one foot above the knee. Reach through. You can grab the thigh or the shin. You can rock a little bit side to side. Feel that hip letting go. Trying to open up this knee as much as you can. And now straighten this leg, reach through, taking the stretch a little more in the back of this leg. You can flex the foot to get the stretch in the calf as well as in the hamstring. And let's switch to the other side, starting with that bent knee to focus on stretching the left hip. Nice little rock if it feels good. And now extend that leg, reaching for the calf. Flex the foot. Nice stretch all the way down the back of the leg. Let go. Hands and knees. Step one foot out, other foot out. Standing V. Angle your big toes in toward one another. Get a stretch along the outside of the leg and the inner thigh. You can reach the arms through the legs. Hands to hips. Slowly, slowly rise up. Turn your heels in, feet out, coming into our wide second position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plie. Inhale up. Exhale to your plie. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Gentlemen, take your bow. Ladies, take your curtsy. Thank you for joining today. Have a great afternoon.